I know you've heard it time and time again that a people without the knowledge of their past history, origin and culture is like a tree without roots. These wise words flowed from the lips of Jamaica's first national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Hey there. Thanks for tuning in to this Friday edition of Jamaica Magazine. In today's program, we will be abiding by the teachings of Garvey by sharing a bit of history about Jamaica's cultural achievements and progress over the past few years. We start with a review of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports performance in 2018. Stay right there.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, January 25. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke says the state has begun implementing several strategies to continue Jamaica's economic growth agenda once arrangements with the International Monetary Fund end. The $1.6 billion precautionary standby agreement that was reached with the fund in 2016 comes to a close this September. Dr. Clarke says strengthening of the country's macrofiscal capacity has started with the training of 40 staff members from departments and agencies of the Finance and Public Service Ministry. They were trained in detailed quantitative modeling using Jamaican data by the IMF Institute for Capacity Development and the Caribbean Regional Technical Assistance Center, CARTAC.
That deepening and strengthening of our macrofiscal capacity is something that we intend to continue this year as we seek to emerge from a fund program.
Dr. Clarke was speaking at Wednesday's 14th Regional Jamaica Stock Exchange Investment and Capital Markets Conference. He said partnerships were also being arranged to provide graduate courses in public financial management for ministry staff and other agencies responsible for economic policy making. He added that modernization of the Bank of Jamaica was ongoing to institutionalize fiscal discipline, maintain low and steady inflation, and sustain adequate reserves.
None of that can compare in efficacy to the resolve of the people of Jamaica to maintaining prudence going forward. That you hold future governments, future oppositions to account, that they adhere to the best principles of prudent fiscal management and they don't play around with your future.
An infection control surveillance system has been commissioned into service at the University Hospital of the West Indies. The Infection Prevention and Control Unit has been outfitted with ICT infrastructure that allows it to manage information across the hospital and allow for faster data capture. The Universal Service Fund, USF, financed the system's implementation and acquisition of the technology at a total cost of $31.7 million.
This new system will help the university to be more effective in its combat against a number of infections and diseases, and certainly within a very timely manner, with the use of credible data at your fingertips to inform the decision-making and response processes.
Chief Medical Officer at the University Hospital, Dr. Carl Bruce, says the system will help to modernize the health facilities offering.
This is a very significant step because immediately, not only do you increase the accuracy because the paper no longer gets lost, but you get the results from the lab in real time, and you can communicate with your colleagues real time.
The westbound carriageway of Mandela Highway is now able to facilitate traffic following its recent completion. The 3-lane roadway facilitates motorists traveling from Kingston to Spanish Town. Senior Communications Officer at the National Works Agency, Ramona Lawson, says previously the eastbound carriageway was being shared by east and westbound traffic.
We have designated 2 points and only 2 points along the westbound carriageway where we recommended that persons be set down. Those are individuals who are seeking to access the fur community or business places along that stretch.
Pedestrian lights have also been installed to assist individuals using the eastbound carriage. The lights will work once pressed by pedestrians who will wait no more than 3 minutes before being able to cross. The development of the Mandela Highway is part of the government's Major Infrastructure Development Program, MIDP. Cabinet has approved transport support for up to 105,000 tons of sugarcane leaving from Moneymusk Factory to Appleton and canes for processing at Bernard Lodge going to Worthy Park Estate. In a release on Thursday, the Agriculture Ministry said the projected cost for the transportation support was estimated between $152 and $194 million. It will be funded by the Ministry, SCJ Holdings Limited, and the Sugar Industry Authority. The Agriculture Ministry will also be providing assistance to the workers of the Moneymusk Sugar Factory who will be affected by the temporary closure of the factory. The release further states that government is working tirelessly to ensure that the current crop is reaped and processed while a suitable investor is found. Stakeholders in the capital markets are poised to garner even greater benefits from the Jamaica Stock Exchange, which was last year voted the best stock exchange in the world. On Wednesday, the Development Bank of Jamaica's Venture Capital Program signed a MOU with the Jamaica Stock Exchange's e-Campus. The signing will facilitate the delivery of a certificate program in alternative investments targeting professionals in the sector who want to advance their knowledge. Participants will undergo a series of face-to-face and online workshop sessions starting February 5. Registration may only be accessed online at JSE eCampus at jamaicastockx.com. And finally, the Welcome to Montego Bay tourist attraction in St. James is scheduled for unveiling next week. Construction of the $17 million monument started mid-November at the roundabout in the vicinity of the Sangster International Airport. The Ministry of Tourism is also reviewing proposals to have the site insured in the event it is damaged. The previous sign at the location was destroyed when a motorist slammed into the post. Executive Director of the Tourism Product Development Company, Dr. Andrew Spencer, provided an update recently on the completion of the attraction feature.
We need to have a system of ensuring that we claim from motor vehicle accidents through those insurance companies, and I think that that's one area that we need to emphasize. If we can claim on vehicles or any other object hitting this down, then we're in a position to recover. But certainly, of course, we're looking at all options of ensuring that this wonderful experience and attraction is protected.
Several safety features have been installed near the attraction experience to protect road users, including speed strips and fresh road markings. The attraction experience also includes illuminated letters, site landscaping, and an irrigation system. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
If you no want pop down and fenke, you fi burn mosquito and run with dengue. So no make water cycle in open container. For them me read up under the danger. Usher them out, run them away. Zap them with the zapper and down them with spray. Use mosquito net and mosquito screen. Protect your household, now make them come in. If you no want pop down and fenke, we fi burn mosquito and run with dengue. If pain lick your head and your joints and your eye, and you want fever vomit and your temperature high, it could be dengue, don't hesitate. See a doctor, don't self-medicate. For some painkiller can make you bleed and you will try to recover and no succeed. We no want pop down and fenke. We fi burn mosquito and run with dengue. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Up next, a reminder of the major activities executed by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport in 2018.
Justice to be ours forever, Jamaica became the first Caribbean country to qualify for a senior FIFA Women's World Cup. A new online platform was created as a measure to help reduce gender-based violence in all forms. And reggae is now an intangible cultural heritage of humanity.
The world has now taken it as their own.
Welcome to the Ministry's 2018 Year in Review. I'm Sandra Clark. Among the developments in the entertainment and culture realms was the Jamaica Creative 100 program, being formed to give funding support to small business entrepreneurs. Similarly, 20 entrepreneurs from communities in the Blue and John Crow Mountains received $1 million in grant funding to enhance their businesses.
We will be providing similar support to groups in other cultural communities. In communities where there is a rich history, rich cultural history.
The Blue and John Crow Mountains National Park also received $24 million for a new cafe and visitors center. In 2018, the Houses of Parliament approved the bill for the exoneration of our national heroes who were classified as criminals for acts to defend the freedom and liberty of Black Jamaicans. Meanwhile, busts of all our national heroes and heroine were unveiled at Emancipation Park. The life-size bronze statue of cultural icon Miss Lou was mounted in Gordon Town as part of government's plan to establish Miss Lou Square.
Miss Lou now has a statue to celebrate her, and those who pass by will look up to her for inspiration and encouragement as we continue our efforts to achieve sustainable prosperity for our people.
Now it's time to turn our attention to the achievements in the area of gender affairs. An entrepreneurship support project was launched to encourage and assist women to start and run successful businesses. Adolescent mothers are getting help to complete secondary and tertiary education through the A-Stream program. And 27 high school students received the Girls in STEM Award for outstanding performance in the subject areas.
The involvement of girls in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and innovation play a critical role in development and in facilitating sustained efforts to address global challenges.
Property has also been acquired outside of Kingston to be used as a shelter for women fleeing domestic abuse. And Jamaica's first Women's Health Survey revealed important findings on the prevalence of gender-based violence in the country.
May these findings be a call to action towards ending the violence and creating a Jamaica that is safe for every woman and girl.
Government also facilitated discussions on the introduction of a Paternity Leave Act to encourage shared parenting, support, and mentoring. The Positive Father Project was also launched to give Jamaican men support to perform their parental role. No Excuse for Abuse, a public education campaign, was launched in an effort to end gender-based violence in Jamaica.
It is also very important that we do not turn a blind eye and allow others to think that we have a culture of violence here in Jamaica.
Our women's bobsleigh team made history by qualifying for the Winter Olympics. The statues of modern sporting icons continue to take shape with the unveiling of Shelley and Fraser Price's likeness in Statue Park at the National Stadium.
Shelley Ann's story is one of the many narratives of the Jamaican woman who remains steadfast in the belief in her inherent abilities, daring to step out and rise above the fray, both at home and abroad.
To enhance the development of sport, a community and sports center was opened in Orchard, Hanover. The National Aquatic Center at Independence Park was upgraded at a cost of approximately $27 million. Ground was broken for an artificial football turf at the Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence at the University of the West Indies, Mona.
One of the things that Captain was passionate about was the state of football pitches across the country. And here we are today about to begin construction of what will become one of the best ever constructed in Jamaica.
Throughout the past year, government also continued its mandate to provide skills training opportunities in the sporting industry. Top football coaches from 16 primary schools across Jamaica received training and certification. A memorandum of understanding was signed between GC Foster College and Sprintech Track Club to facilitate training arrangements for world-class athletes. Athletes in 7 sporting disciplines received 1-month training from a team of coaches and officials from China. An agreement was signed to see more than 400 Jamaican athletes traveling to China for training over the next 3 years. And a 5-day football clinic was launched to provide skills training to 30 local football coaches and 50 children aged 13 years.
This partnership signifies so many things. It signifies how we can actually change the lives of our young Jamaicans through sports.
Those were the major achievements of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport in 2018. I'm Sandra Clark.
As promised, today's program will teach you a little about the things that make us uniquely Jamaican, starting with the national costume of our little island.
A decade-old fabric worn by our forefathers and mothers and is now embedded in our culture. What am I talking about?
A bandana, bandana, a part of our identity, a bandana. Yarmi yaki go al instead market, not a quati what sell. Yarmi aki go al instead market, not a quati what sell. Oh Lord, what a night, what a night. What a Saturday night, Lord, what a night, what a night, what a Saturday night. Compliments on your madras.
Same to you.
Thank
like
you.
it.
Well up there, so what is madras?
Make we sit down. Young but really no know Sam.
Aye, sir.
Madras is what we call bandana. So, madras is basically a cotton plaid fabric which came from India and was brought to Jamaica by the indentured laborers after slavery ended. But every Caribbean island have a little touch of this, you know.
They have a different pattern.
Right.
And so, them use it to identify each Caribbean island.
It is important to note that the broader plaid, which is referred to as the Miss Lou bandana, is the original material that was used in Jamaica. And as time progressed, the finer plaid came on stream, which is the red bandana with mixtures of blue and black.
The word bandana is actually Hindi. And everybody knows that Hindi is the language that the people from India speak. Now the word bandana means to tie. And that's why most people associate bandana with tying your head. But in Jamaica, we don't use bandana per se. We use any kind of fabric for tie head, you know. All we do, we just wrap it around their head in a one circle and we tie the back so that when them put the goods on top of it, it all on balance.
Well on then, swim basket here.
Oh, so now, me can carry me a Kingston Linston market.
You know,
and the history continues. You know, I spoke to Auntie Faye the other day. Everybody in here must know Faye Ellington, right?
In a must.
Yeah, man. She say, man. She say, by the way, you ever see Sheena Faye bandana?
Yes.
She pretty not true?
Man.
Yeah, man. Now, she told me the other day that bandana was used by the female vendors in the market. Yeah. They use the bandana as bib. The same thing that we call
apron.
Apron, and they also use it to tie them head, and they use it also as scarf. It is also popular to note that the working class women used to wear the bandana.
Yes, yes.
But they were looked down on because they wear it. But they were persistent.
Yes.
They wore it with dignity and pride.
That is very right.
And they were the one who actually legitimized the bandana.
You didn't know a bandana is not just a costume. It also helps us to identify as Jamaicans. You understand what I'm saying? Over the years, the bandana has evolved. Because you know, as time change, you know, people's stands on different things, it change as well. So today, bandana is considered to be our unofficial costume. National costume. So look here now. Miss Lou was the one that really made bandana so popular, you know? Yes, man. Every time she would do one of her theatrical performances, Miss Lou would dress up in her bandana. And anytime anybody gonna do any of her poems, where them use bandana. And now everybody want a little touch of bandana.
And you know, them now wearing it at the Miss Universe, and the Miss World, and the Festival Queen competition.
You see, the bandana is not only one style you can wear it, you know. For example, me is not wearing the original kind, you know. Me is wearing Simply Precious design. Yes, man. Normally how them wear it is, them wear it in a one nice flare skirt, and then them pair it now with a wonderful white top. They put a piece of the bandana or the madras around the neckline, or even put it around the sleeve sometime, you know, just to add a little oomph and spice to it. So over the years, you know, it has become more stylish and stylish and stylish. And then, of course, you know, the man them normally wear a nice little shirt with the madras or the plaid, and then pair it with a black pants or with a white pants. And if you're fancy and in high fashion, you put a scarf around it, right?
Or even a head tie.
Thank you very much. So you see, all in all, bandanas come a far way. From the marketplace to haute couture.
High fashion, high fashion.
That's right. Bandana come from India, reach a Jamaica, and all in all, bandana
is here to stay.
What
a joyful news, Miss Matty. I feel like my heart will burst. Jamaican people colonizing England in reverse.
By the hundreds, by the thousands, from country and from town, by the shipload, by the plane load, Jamaica is England bound. But what are the government plan England here? Them brave the war and face the worst. But I don't know how them Western colonizing in reverse.
Bandana, bandana, a part of we identity, a bandana, a bandana, oh a bandana, a part of we identity, a bandana.
Make a draw for the madras. Oh, put on the madras. Yes.
A part of we identity, a bandana.
Jack Mandora, me no choose no.
This plant is extremely ornamental, producing an attractive blue flower and orange-yellow fruit, while its crown has an attractive rounded shape. And the tree is one of the most useful in the world. What am I talking about? Our national flower, the Lignum vitae.
Christopher Columbus saw it here when he came. It means wood of life in Latin. It's world-renowned for its medicinal, ornamental, and industrial properties. But round these parts, it's known as the Lignum vitae, the island's national flower.
It is a tree that is native to Jamaica, it's native to Cuba, basically the Greater Antilles and parts of Central America. Its native habitat is pretty much dry, alluvial type plains. It also grows in well-drained limestone areas.
This short, compact tree takes over 100 years to grow up to 30 feet tall. Due to its luminous purple-blue flower, alluring orange-yellow fruit, evergreen foliage, and attractive rounded shape, the tree dots across the Jamaican landscape, shading many houses, streets, and complexes. Since time immemorial, the lignum vitae has been touted as the most useful tree in the world.
It produces a gum, and that gum used to be regarded as highly favored for medicinal uses.
Its body, gum, bark, fruit, leaves, and blossom are used to produce medicine. In colonial times, resin from the tree was used as a mild laxative and as a diuretic. The leaves were used as a remedy for respiratory, inflammatory, congestion, and neurological disorders. Its bark eases pain from sprains, strain, rheumatism, and arthritis. And I'm sure many Jamaican homes still ward off flies with its branches.
Its most noted feature is the wood. Because it's slow growing, it's very, very dense. And that density and the weight of it gives it a number of industrial uses.
That's because the lignum vitae is infused with an oil which makes it waterproof. It's ranked as the world's densest, hardest, and most durable traded wood. In addition to being used for making exquisite furniture, the lignum vitae was used to insulate trolley cars for the rail industry. The wood also made the propeller shaft bearings of most ships back in the day. Lignum vitae wood is also ideal for these creations. The lignum vitae is truly the holy grail of plants.
And this is how we close out our magazine for today. Thanks so much for joining with us. We do hope you enjoyed the show while learning pertinent information about our rich history and heritage. Feel free to visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more information about our Jamaican national heroes and heritage. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.